Alright, so to start this one off, I'm just going to jump off on my own here and wing it. I don't really have a structure for this, but there's so much to be said. There's so much to be done. And as I said, I want this to be a fun course. I want people to get engaged, have fun, tell stories, get involved. Nobody's involved with me at all yet, of course. Still, I really don't know why. There's people watching, but they don't want to say anything. Like, what, am I troubled water? There's something wrong with me that you don't want to fucking comment? I mean, I know you have opinions. I share the same model brain as you. I know how it works. I know very well how it operates, in fact. I'm here to teach you. Oh, and also for our, our resident female sexual expert that I had proposed the offer to her in exchange for something. In exchange for assistance dealing with a panic disorder related to the Kundalini impulse. She must have seen my videos and had Christian values. She must have been a Christian or believed in the Bible or something and ditched. She just dropped. So, later, have fun dealing with those anxieties on your own, by the way. That shit is bad. I can tell you, and I can get you through it very fast. And I could have you making use of that energy and doing something incredible with it very quickly. But, trying to deal with it on your own with no idea what you're doing, no idea what it even is, I don't recommend that. And I'm here. I'm always here. The initiative is always here. Anybody who has panic or anxiety disorders, come talk to us. We know what to do. We know how to handle that. Not only can we cure you of that, cure you, not medicate you, not anything of that nature. We can cure that. Stop it immediately, and we can actually give you access to the energy that's produced by that for you, for your own use, which you can in fact use to warp time itself. I mean, there's shit you can do here. Incredible shit. All you have to do is ask. So, I mean, we have a few students. I have Jay, and I have a couple other people. Jay's already learned how to apply levity and float. I mean, and he's 9 years old. You guys you don't get lesser with age. That's bullshit. You don't get hardwired. You don't lose momentum. What you do is begin to fail and repeatedly fail insofar as your bodily systems, your organic and your spiritual systems are concerned. You begin to repeatedly fail and get, more and more dissociative and more disjointed and just discordant as you go along. If you don't balance yourself out, learn how to control these things, learn how to take operative manual control of yourself, then that's why you age the way you do. That's why you lose momentum, as it seems. But you're not. You're still building that potential energy. You just need to make it kinetic. Anybody who wants to get involved, I mean, I understand that I don't appear to be a major player right now. I only have a few hundred people under my belt. I'm not really, I'm running a few different campaigns that are making some noise here and there in this area. I'm not really huge yet, but I have amassed this in a matter of months, and I'm going to keep going faster and faster every step I take. So, jump aboard. I mean, I'm not letting anything hold me back anymore, and I'm here to help you guys. But anyway, with the sexuality course, this is what we're speaking to in this video. Which the Kundalini impulse and dealing with those anxieties is going to be a major facet of this course. The Kundalini and tantric sexual activities, shit like that, fun stuff. And also, managing the Kundalini, using sex to activate it, using it for sex. Holy shit, that's out of this world. And I've had a partner who had it active once too, and that will tell that story. But holy shit, man, you get fucking crazy awesome. But we have, also we have so many different sexuality-based inferences transpiring all over the world. Big changes are happening. The LGBT community is like right on the verge of crashing through the social filters and making it in the mainstream society as an accepted community. Of course, we have troubles with the transgender. community especially, but at the same time, I mean, we have the fusion of male and female occurring now at this time. I know it's been happening for a while, but now it's becoming an actual accepted facet of our life. We have a third sex in play. We have a lot of posers pretending to be animals out there, fucking, playing around with this whole sexual identity thing, but we have some real deal happenings going on. Some big changes are being made right now. And as I was saying, with the transgender community, there's some serious threats to that, some problems in play that the initiative needs to deal with particularly. I was saying, we have all these awesome things happening with sexuality, and sex is getting freer and freer, and it's actually getting like obnoxiously free, like kind of you run into it down the street. You walk down the street and you run into a fucking whatever they call a cruiser or something like that. Somebody wants to suck your dick for a cigarette. It happens a lot. It's getting crazy out there, and things are happening that, what I'm saying is that it's fun. Sex is fun. Sex is supposed to be fun, and sex is not a sin in any way, and God is not against sexuality. It is ridiculous and fucking nonsense. And I'm going to speak to sexuality beginning right here, from the very kicking off at the start, by saying, I'm going to presume that we are on page with what God is and what that means, which we're going to get to through the theology course, the secular theology. But for the people who are on page with me, and then for the people who eventually get on page and rewatch this video, sexuality is a gift. It is a fantastic gift, a toy made for us to play with. It's the very mechanism of it, the value of it is just the most amazing and fantastic thing that's ever been created, and it was set there for a very specific reason, to feel, to have fun with, to love, to enjoy, to be the best fucking drug on the market, and to make every single one of us an addict. And that's what happens. That's what's happening, and we're getting all kinds of different sexualities and sexual gender exercises, and these are exercises, mind you. As I said, I'm going to treat this as though we're already on page here. This whole thing with the sexual gender identity, confusion and business and such. These are exercises that we are doing as a collective human entity. We're exercising our free will and our right to decide, exercising our power of decision and our ability to take charge of and manipulate our inner willpower, to make of ourselves what we wish. And going forward toward the fusion of male and female into one entity, that's getting closer to what we'd have to define a God as being. That's where we're going. That's what we're getting to. We're eventually going to make it to a place where we have a perfect entity created that's pretty much an abridged version of all of us. And it's going to be fantastic. We're getting there. We're building this, and anybody who thinks against that, speak as you will. Stick around. See if we can't change your mind. That's what we're doing here. We're going to do it. I mean, people can't, the stupidity that you guys have floating around out there, it's like a shield that you're holding on to. We're going to break it. We're going to get rid of it. And all these fun things are happening with sex, and everybody's got fun stories to say. I can go down the club down the street, the transgender club down the street's hopping as fuck. I have a great time there. There's gay guys, there's straight guys, everybody's all there banging it out. Well, not banging, they are banging it out, but okay, I approached that incorrectly. It's a fun place to be. There's a lot of fun stuff happening. All different kinds of people are there. Everybody's coming together. We're getting a unified community where nobody fucking hates each other anymore. It's wonderful. But unfortunately, as is the case with any endeavors involving the initiative, it's not all fun and games. There are some very serious issues out there that need to be addressed, and sexuality itself is one of the primary catalyst events that we need to be approaching. There are various facets to it. As I said, one involving the transgender community that needs to be addressed, post haste, as it's happening right now, and we only have one chance with this, really. As with anything else that happens of this nature, we don't really only get one shot. We don't want to fuck it up, and we need to be thinking about this as a team, guys. So there's that, but there's also this business with what we're calling incels, which is a derivative, really, of what we know. Any spotters engaged with the initiative should be well aware of the outbreak of the phenomenon regarding monarch mind control programming and social experimentation, what's happening with what we're calling purplers, and the whole engineered or manufactured psychopathy ideology that is out there that is in fact very real. I mean, you guys, we can debate about it and argue about it, go on and on about conspiracy theories and whatnot. I'm going to tell you right now that's really happening, and I'm going to make it very evident throughout this course, because we have what we're calling, we have the purplers on one hand, and the monarch outbreak of that social experimentation. We're going to point out some examples of that. We're going to show how it's affecting the behavior of our community. And then we have, on the other hand, this incels that I just learned about. Really, we saw this coming on two spots. One, we were directly warned by our benefactor, all of us in the foundation, and B, you know, I could see it coming because of the values in play, because of this monarch shit going on, and the social experimentation that was going down in the 90s, and what happened in about 93 to 95, 97 tops, was before it hit home, and it happened. But meanwhile, I was out of play. I was not equipped. I didn't have most of my memory. I was entirely out of play. I was down. For the past 10 to 12 years, I was out of it. I studied, I researched, I learned what I could regarding theology primarily, and my search for God, really, but for a real God that's present here, that is not some bullshit fantasy fucking nonsense made up in some ridiculous book. An actual God that any one of us can experience, that we all do. That is my search, and I found it, and it's with me now, and we're both kicking some serious fucking ass here together. You guys should be with us on board. You are, in fact, a lot of you, many of you, we're going to speak to. As I was saying, I was out for 10 to 12 years. I was down and out, and the foundation was warned. My people, my closest people I trained with, people I trained. And I don't know, I guess maybe they figured that there are bigger fish out there, like this Jordan character with the spirit science, or the operative that I'm about to do a response clip to after this. Oh, there are big people out there, operatives of the initiative, but the problem is, they don't know that they're operatives of the initiative. They don't understand what we're actually doing here, and especially as is the case with people like Jordan, they seem to think that this is all fun and games for them. To just roll about, be happy, put a smile on your face, and be a happy hippie and think happy thoughts. And no, dude, there are serious issues that we need to be addressing immediately before it's too fucking late. We, you, Jordan, us, the initiative, we are the only people that are qualified and equipped to do this. We're the only people that are equipped with the fucking care, the empathy, to give a shit enough to go forth and to make a difference here. And nobody else is going to do it. And we have the values that allow for us to make that difference. We know how this machinery works. We know how to repair it. So, the people like him, the happy hippies who think that they're going to fucking think happy thoughts and float away to Neverland, get your shit together, wake up and get in the fucking game. It's time to play. We have real maintenance issues we need to be addressing. There are events transpiring in history that were coordinated by people that didn't know what they were doing and had bad intentions in mind, and they need to be redirected. They need immediate redirection. That's why you have an initiative. That's why you have directors. So we need to get on the ball. As I was saying, I understand that you think I'm not right now, that I don't look like much to you, but talk to me. I'll steer you straight. That's what I'm here for. And I'm back in play now, just now, this past year, thereabouts. I was out for the duration beforehand, and I didn't see, I left the world. I was out of play entirely, and I come back, and holy shit, things are out of fucking control. You guys need help, and you need people out there, the big fish who are part of the initiative, who have an understanding in their head, who know what they're doing, and even with the atheists on that side, and even with some of the Christians, like this girl that I just did the response clip to. All of you need to be talking to me. We need to get together, work together, make a difference, because you can't just keep complaining about it. It's not going to go away if you tell it to. You have to make it. We have to do it together. That's why the initiative is here. That's why no fucking division is. That's a symbol that we're spreading for a reason. Because you guys are, your efforts to complain about each other and to crack jokes and to make shit about each other and just dick around in general with your own isolated endeavors and enterprises, your own YouTube channels, your own fucking websites, your own everything that you have, that you're promoting yourself, promoting your identity, promoting division from everyone else. That's why we're here. It's a mistake that's being made in a ridiculous fucking measure. So, that's about that with that. Uh, Insofar as the sexuality course goes, I guess I can only start it out by telling my own stories and such, and relating my own concerns in that regard. But that's what I have to say as an introduction to it. That we have these serious issues that we need to be dealing with on one hand, and then on the other hand, we have a lot of fun to be had that we should be having together. So, talk to me. Anybody, just fucking talk to me. I don't know why nobody talks to me, but I promise you it will be rewarding if you do. At the very least, somewhat beneficial for all of us. So there you have it. That's the secondary introduction. I'm sorry that we don't have a female expert yet. We do have a few potential candidates, but as I've stated before, one of them I kind of like, and I don't want to ask her to get involved because she'll think I'm a total dickhead. And then the other one, she's wishy-washy. I don't know about her. We're gonna see what happens, but I will acquire a female rep to deal with this sexual. We have a transgender rep aboard who might get involved with this. We don't have a gay rep yet. I'm not sure that we need one, but we'll throw in anyway. Gay or lesbian, both ways, bisexual, even whatever the case may be. I think the transgender should cover it. Really, that kind of hits all the bases. But and she is awesome. So let's see if you guys start talking and get shit going, you might inspire her, motivate her to get off her ass and do something too. She's working on her own regard. She's a political person, but she might step in and bring those politics here to deal with our sexuality course if you guys say something and inspire her to do so. So thank you for watching. Kila Salai Terry Uniciari. Namaste.